So I was sitting at my kitchen table today drinking coffee just like this, and the mailman rang the door. I wasn't the person to jump up and go to the door, but someone in my household signed for an international package.
International?
And I'm like, well, we know who that's for, but I was so puzzled. I'm like, what book am I getting? Because usually it's a book for a podcast episode or researching.
Yeah.
And then I read Claire Campbell, and I knew that was the designer of the Witches of Scotland tartan. So that is what's in here.
From their episode.
That is what is in here. Our organization's tartan piece. It's right here. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be a part of this memorialization through a tartan and to have it. And I haven't looked at it yet. We're going to look at it here. What do you think? Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I'm glad that you brought me in on this to watch the unboxing.
Here we go. I have to be careful because I have to keep this packaging forever.
Oh, yeah.
It's a memento, too. All right. Here we go.
Is it there? Oh, it's in a special fancy envelope with their logo on it.
Yeah, I'm just going to pick up this little card that fell.
Yeah, their little card. That's the logo I saw.
Okay. Whew. So, yeah.
Hi. Ooh.
I'm so excited.
W for Witches of Scotland.
Wow. How wonderful.
And is that a prickly thistle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is a manufacturer company, I believe, right?
That's the ones who make the tartans.
Claire and Zoe, thank you. God, this is so awesome.
Oh, I caught a glimpse.
What, it's so soft.
What does it actually look like?
It is amazing.
Yay.
It is amazing.
I like it a lot.
Oops, I dropped the pen.
Oh,
it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Yeah. You're gonna wear that?
I am.
Yes.
Yay.
Perfect for your chilly Colorado winters.
Yeah, today's kind of chilly. It is only like 77 degrees today, but.
Yeah, chilly for the summer.
Yeah. No, I'm actually going to, one of the great things about getting your piece from them is you can do what you want with it. And we're all going to share a little bit of this in our organization. Our board members are going to have a piece of this to share. So.
Yay.
We really love Claire and Zoe and Witches of Scotland. Their podcast has been a huge inspiration to our work, especially in 2023 when we were working on the exoneration of those accused of witchcraft in Connecticut.
Yeah, their whole campaign has been inspiration. It was one of the drivers in us starting the podcast was that they were using their podcast to promote the pardon and apology and memorial for the Scottish accused of witchcraft. And we're doing the same thing in Connecticut. So we thought, hey, let's podcast.
Yeah. Plus they really illustrated to us that we could highlight the advocates around the world who are addressing the modern crisis of witchcraft accusations. They have featured Leo Igwe, and that led us to our work of interviewing advocates around the world on our podcast, which is right now called The Thing About Witch Hunts. Previously, it was Witch Hunt Podcast.
Listening to Leo on the Witches of Scotland podcast really got us interested, got him on our radar, and he's such an amazing person. So very grateful to have that connection because of Witches of Scotland, basically introducing us even though they didn't know it.
Yeah. Everyone probably has listened to him on Witches of Scotland podcast, but check those episodes out. Also, check out our episodes interviewing Leo on the Thing About Witch Hunts podcast.
Yeah. And one of the great thrills we had last year was to do a cross episode with the Witches of Scotland. So Claire and Zoe joined us and we released the same episode on our podcast and that they did on their podcast. And that was fabulous.
Yeah, theirs is titled Connecticut Witch Trials, and ours is titled Witch Hunt X Witches of Scotland.
Yeah.
So the other cool thing that's coming up for the Witches of Scotland is their new book that is out in the UK and coming out in September. How to Kill a Witch, a Guide for the Patriarchy. It's coming out September 30th.
Yeah. I'm excited to read that too.
Me too.
I've already pre-ordered my copy. Have you?
Yeah, so you can also pre-order one in our bookshop. It supports our nonprofit End Witch Hunts, and that link is bookshop.org/shop/End Witch Hunts, and our nonprofit is endwitchhunts.org.
Yay. Thank you so much for joining us for this special unwrapping. It was so thrilling to see that. I can't wait to get that piece in the mail. I'm going to read from the Scottish Register of Tartans, the Witches of Scotland Tartan description here. It says, this design was created to memorialize those who suffered as a result of the Witchcraft Act 1563 to 1736 in Scotland. This tartan will be woven to make products to help create a living memorial. So this basically is the realization of getting a memorial to the witches. It's one that we can all wear and share, and people around the world can see this memorial without having to travel. So
yeah, memorials are extremely important. That's the beautiful thing about memorials. There's lots of ways to memorialize, and this is so significant. So thank you, Zoe and Claire, and for whoever worked on this and had this phenomenal idea to remember those victims this way.